What's up, everybody? Pallet Town Smeargle here one more time, coming at you with this battle. It is a kind of mixed here OU-ish battle with my buddy Connor. He's got way more OUs on his team than I do, but I said, like, you know, just bring whatever. And I'm bringing the Galvantula, Mega Deontay, Dragonite, Slurpuff, Weezing, and Chandelure. And so looking at Connor's team, I can definitely see, you know, I need to get rocks up because of the damage that Talonflame, but he's also got the Excadrill, like he had in our last battle. Nothing proved to be an issue, but it probably, you know, looking at my team, looking at his, you know, Chandelure can come in and take that thing down. It's going to be a huge issue for DNC, but, you know, just won't bring it in. It, you know, it can get my Galvantula down to Focus Sash. I just know I have to deal with this thing quickly. So I'm going to lead off with Galvantula and try to get some sticky webs up. It was my original plan. So let's just jump right on in here, and we'll see how this battle plays out. So Connor is issuing that challenge to start things off. And I lead with Galvantula, like I said, to try to get some sticky webs up. And he leads with Rotom, so I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I could have just gone for a Thunder right there, you know, and brought this thing way down unless it's specially defensive. He goes for a Volt Switch, which, you know, good for him, get that Switch initiative, which is actually good because he won't have to switch in on this, you know, and take something. So he goes out to Excadrill, which was kind of just, you know, telling me, like, hey, you need to get up out here, because I broke your stash. So I leave and go on out with Stink Bomb my Weezing, because I know the Earthquake that I cast in the team. And with Weezing's Levitate is good. So he goes for Rapid Spin to get the sticky web off the field. So it really didn't do much for me. So I go for Will-O-Wisp just to burn this thing. Could have taxed that down, because if this is the same Excadrill he brought last time, it's a Swords Dancing set, so it, you know, we'll have to set up twice in order to actually set up on me. Plus getting residual damage on this thing is kind of nice, so this is kind of dealt with as far as I'm concerned. But I go for a Flamethrower here just in case. He goes to Gardevoir, and I'm really wishing I would have predicted that and go for the Sludge Bomb, but there's just no way like that I thought this thing was going to come in. I really wouldn't have known what he wanted to go out to because I didn't do anything to record his team, so I'm kind of playing blind at this point. So I go out to my Galvantula here just to try to get a Bug Buzz off on this thing, get some super effective damage. But he goes for Calm Mind. He brought a Calm Minding Gardevoir. And so I go for Bug Buzz here. I know it's not going to do much because of the Calm Mind. I actually think this would have brought him down to the red had he not set up the Calm Mind, but it pops a Citrus Berry. I'm actually interested into why he brought the Citrus Berry there over something else, but he goes for Dazzling Gleam, so maybe this is like a VGC set he had that runs Dazzling Gleam instead of like Mega Evolve Hyper Voice or something like that, you know? So I go out to Tiny Wings here because I know it's a max special defense, max HP with multi-scale, so I know I can live a Dazzling Gleam pretty well and pop my weakness policy, you know, run that old school weakness policy Dragonite. So I go in here and I go for a Dragon Dance, knowing that I'll be at +3 attack and +1 speed, just ready to come at everything on his team with extreme speeds, which I know is what I have to go for right here. And this is a pretty short battle, because Dragonite pretty much makes quick work out of the rest of his team. So he goes out to Deathwing, the Talonflame. And here I make a bit of a misplay. I go for Boost instead of going for Extreme Speed because I don't know why I clicked on Roost thinking, oh yeah, I'll outspeed this thing. No, you're never outspeeding a Talonflame unless you priority outspeed. So I go for Roost and get me back up above half, and then go for E-Speed to take this thing out. Which, judging by how slow that health bar went down, I don't know if I actually would have taken it out without the recoil, because he tends to run a bulky Talonflame with like some defense investment and things. So I make quick work of this Helioptile because I don't like this thing. This is pretty much Connor's ace. It's one of his favorite Pokemon. He always uses it on like every team. So he goes out to the Rotom, and I hit this thing with the E-Speed, and it actually does under half at +3. That just shows you the power of Rotom Wash and that bulk is real. So he Volt Switches here. Was curious why he did that. Didn't just go for like Thunderbolt or Will-O-Wisp or something like that. But he goes out to the Excadrill, which I think the thing can also live in E-Speed because that's Steel typing. So I go for a Dragon Dance here, just to set up on this thing, because I know unless he's got Rock Slide, there's not much he can do. And he actually goes for Rapid Spin here, and I asked him why afterwards, and he said that he thought I had set up the sticky webs when I went for Bug Buzz that first time, because usually my Galvantula does carry Energy Ball, so if he doesn't see an Energy Ball, he assumes that I threw up the sticky webs. Which, you know, that's pretty good. So here I go for another Dragon Claw and just take him down. No, that was the first Dragon Claw. Let's get our commentating in order here. So I go for a Dragon Claw on this Rotom just to get the stab bonus along with the +4. And that slowly drops down that massive HP bar that Rotom Washburns. When he goes out to Sceptile, and I was actually really scared of this thing because I'm at +2 speed, but I don't have any EV speed investment in this thing to take advantage of the Dragon Dance speed boost. The Dragon Dance is pretty much on there, you know, to act like a Sword State to allow me to outspeed most walls. So I went for a Dragon Claw knowing that he would get the Dragon typing, but he actually outspeeds us and goes for the Dragon Pulse. And hindsight being 2020, you know, a +4 E-Speed probably could have taken this thing down. I don't know how bulky Mega Sceptile is, but I have to say, probably not that bulky. So he goes for Energy Balls, I go for Belly Drum. This is a Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, Unburdened Slurpuff here. So he goes for Energy Ball, pops my Citrus Berry, gets my health all the way back up. I go for Belly Drum, and y'all, when we were watching this battle, Connor and I were both like, oh, because I thought we thought I was going to take myself out with Belly Drum, but I live on 10 and outspeed with Unburdened and go for Play Rough with my Chocolate Cupcake here, taking out that mighty Mega Sceptile. So, you know, Cupcake Speed Dragons any day of the week. So that's the end of the battle here. I know it's kind of a short one, but this is probably going up right before I'm leaving. So I'm probably, you know, just going to upload it earlier in the day and then set it out. You know, maybe I'll get something up, you know, more on Monday, but this is kind of what we're working with on this Friday because I'm gone at this point. So, alright, that being said, this is Pallet Town Smeargle signing out.